For those of you wondering if the Toasty 5000 works, spoiler alert, it works awesome. I'll just kind of go over with you. We've been running it for probably about a week now, just figuring out exactly, how it runs, but this is pretty much where it runs here most of the time. Well, this is where I have it running. I run it at about 560 to 600 degrees, and you can see the air tubes here. They're usually in the 400 range, so the air coming out of the heat exchanger is extremely hot, which is good because the air going up the chimney, you can see, is much cooler, which means that we're extracting quite a bit of heat. And it's more than adequate to heat my shop, which is 36 by 40 16-foot walls. I currently have no attic insulation, which we're planning on doing, but I have finished the R21 in the walls. So, and as far as how this works, basically we've got a 250 CFM variable speed fan right here, which is controlled by a thermal switch right here. So I've there's actually a plenum. I don't know if you can see the weld seam going down here. There's a baffle right here. The air comes in, goes down the back of the stove, comes back up, and then goes out the heat exchangers. So it's got plenty of time to heat up in there. The original design, I didn't actually have quite as many tubes, but then I figured if I slowed the air velocity down, the air would have a chance to absorb more heat. So, and as soon as this kicks off, it really the stove needs reloading, because it's 120 degrees, but it's right on the weld seam, so I can hold my hand here. This is pretty much stone cold. So is all my wiring in here, which I did make this for the purpose of dissipating heat, but to be honest with you, it's stone cold right now, so I didn't even really need that. I do need to put a switch in here for when I reload the stove, because it's going to be hardwired in eventually once it's all under work in progress there. But basically, when you open the door, it gets a Venturi effect and it'll suck the smoke out, so you do have to turn off the blower when you reload it with wood. But I get about, probably, I would say, anywhere from 5 to 6 hours. You notice it does look like it's been hot, but actually it really hasn't gotten over 600 degrees. I think when I polished the metal, when I built it, I cleaned it off with Brasso, and I think the Brasso actually did the bluing on there, which I don't know that I don't like it. Kind of looks cool. Let me know what you think. But so far, I'm really, really happy with it. And I'll run outside and show you the smoke coming out the chimney, which really there isn't any smoke. It's burned super clean. I got secondary combustion tubes in there. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but basically it introduces oxygen, goes in here up the back of the stove, and then it's got tubes across the top which put oxygenated air, and it reignites the smoke before it goes up the chimney. There it is. Looks EPA compliant to me. The secondary combustion seems to work pretty good when the fire is nice and hot. I'll include a link to part 1, the build video, if you're interested in that, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.